Okay, so hi everyone. Good morning. I'm Shruti Dareka, your today's host, and I'm a product manager at Amiboids. And today we have all gathered here for AI-powered release notes and report generation from Jira webinar. I have my team with me here, and also my co-host Anu. She's the customer success manager. So without any further ado, let's start with the webinar. Let me just share my screen and we'll start. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So this is our agenda for today. We are going to discuss all the challenges that we face while creating release notes and reports, why we need automation and AI while creating release notes and reports, the overview of our app, automated release notes and reports, then the AI powered features that we offer in our app, live demonstration of these features, followed by a Q&A session, and some success stories and use cases where you can use these features. So, what are the challenges that we face in our day-to-day life while working and creating release notes and reports? First is obviously it is very time consuming and it requires a lot of manual effort where we need to go through all the descriptions, all the changes that a particular feature is going to need, and then create release notes or put all that data into a proper report. So that takes a lot of manual efforts. Plus, the reports that we are going to generate could be inconsistent. The formatting can be inconsistent. The font size, different fonts could be used. There could be some gaps in it, and the formatting across all the reports won't be same. Plus, if we keep on reviewing them again and again, it is again time consuming. Then we need to generate release notes according to various audiences. There could be a technical team, there could be a non-technical team, there could be the client who are completely non-technical and out of the organization who needs to know only specific uh, details of the feature, and catering these diverse audiences again requires a lot of manual effort and is time consuming. Plus, there's never a chance that we are just updating these reports in a single project. We are always working on multiple projects across multiple teams. So, tracking all the reports that are being generated or all the release notes that are being generated at the same time is a hassle. There is a chance that you will miss some of the projects, and that's where automation is needed. So, according to the challenges that we just discussed, these are the common pain points. First, there is reduction in our efficiency. There is a lot of repetitive manual work. Our work is error prone. There are a lot of human errors. Then there could be delay in communication with the stakeholders if you miss any update. And there is a lack of centralized and streamlined process. Uh, there is time there. I mean, there could be some times where we will miss sending these reports, and a process is being missed because human errors are something that we cannot avoid. So, to tackle these pain points, we need automation and AI. Specifically, why automation? Because automation will save our time by reducing our manual work, and it also increases the consistency. The documents and the reports that we are going to create will have a consistent formatting, will have consistent data that we are fetching. It will be accurate. The data in all those documents will always be accurate. And why AI? Because all the data that we are dealing with, With the help of AI, we can generate content that is tailored to different stakeholders more intelligently. And again, AI also helps us automate all the repetitive tasks, and it is going to simplify our work process. So, to tackle all the pain points and the challenges that we just discussed in our previous slides, we, Automated Release Notes and Reports app, have got a solution. So, what we do is that we help you generate professional grade release notes and reports from our app, which fetches data directly from Jira and gives you a tailored report out of it. You can use our inbuilt default templates, or you can also customize your own templates and automate the work flows so that you can integrate it into your processes seamlessly. And we also offer features, which adds an intelligence to your reports. So all the release notes that you are generating will have uh, less of a manual work and more intelligent data in it. And it also enhances the automation efficiency. So let's directly discuss which are the AI features that we offer. The first is AI generator. In AI generator, we give a prompt to the AI, get data from one of the field in Jira, and stores that, refines the data. What AI will do is refine that data and store required data, that is the generated data, the new data in a different field. And what AI rule action will do, it's similar to AI generator. It will take all the data from one of the field, refine it, store it into another field, and then use that data to send in the subsequent actions. That if you want to send an email to the stakeholders, uh, AI rule action will directly generate the new data, integrate that into your subsequent actions, and execute those rules. And the third AI powered feature is AI macros. So sometimes it happens that you want to send some reports to your external stakeholders. So they don't need to know each and every detail of the features that you're developing. They just need a gist of it, maybe a paragraph or bulleted list of summary of what we are working on. So that's where AI macro will help you. AI macro is directly integrated into the AI template builders. So in the demo, you will know more about it. And in AI macro, you don't store the data anywhere in Jira, but directly send it to your stakeholders. Let's dive into a quick demo of all the features that we just discussed. So the first feature is AI generator. As I said, in AI generator, we have two options, default prompt and custom prompt. In default prompt, basically you choose all uh, the tone, action, what kind of prompt do you want exactly through this drop down. And in custom prompt, you can give a manual prompt, write it down, add some more details in it. It's up to you. So as you can see, I've selected summarize as an action. The tone is professional and maximum words is 50. And here we need to select a input field, that is from where my data is going to be fetched. So I'm going to fetch data from description and save it into another custom field, that is AI generator. And this is the JQL of which issues do I want to fetch this data from. So once I click on get your suggestions, these are the suggestions that I'm getting. So for this particular issue, let's say the description is pretty big. If you see, it is pretty big. And the option that I have selected is summarize. We have more rephrase if you just want to rephrase whatever the description is available. But because I have selected summarize, what AI has done is that uh, all the data that is available in the description is being summarized in less than 50 words. And similarly, you will get output for all the issues that were fetched. Now here, if you're fine with the suggestion that you have got, it's good. If you're not fine with the suggestion and you want to modify it, you can also modify it. So here I'm just going to add more points just for the demo, save it and close. So the modified input has been saved. Now it's your choice whether you want to keep an existing content. That means AI generator field might have some existing content in Jira field. So if you want to keep that content, select this option. If you want to use suggestion as it is, that is this suggestion as it is, then once you complete this process, this suggestion, this paragraph will be saved in AI generated field. And the third option is use content from my input. That means whatever modification I have done in this suggestion will be saved in AI generator field. You can select such options for all the issues that have been fetched. Or if you're fine with all the suggestions, you can just select all the issues, select the action that you want to perform, and just click on update choices. This will update your all the choices. And then click on update Jira. So now your field is being updated. Let's move on to our second feature, that is AI rule. So for this, I've already created one rule. Here, I am creating data via AI rule, which is available here. Generate release notes using AI. And then that data is going to be used in all the subsequent actions that we have added. So here again, it's same. There are two types. You can either use the default prompt or the custom prompt. You can again choose what kind of action do you want, what tone do you want, and select the input Jira field, select the output Jira field, and so on. The major difference between AI rule and AI generator is that in AI rule, you can use variables. That is, you can use project equal to project ID, which is a variable. And while executing the rule, you can tell the app, tell the rule which project do you want to use, or which version ID do you want to use. But in AI generator, you cannot do that. Okay, sorry. In AI generator, you need to specify which project and which version do you want to fetch issues from. So now when I save this action, and again, the data that is going to be generated after running this action is going to be used in all the subsequent actions that will be added here. Right now, there is just send email action, but you can add more. And when we run this run this rule, once the rule is getting executed, the email will be published because I have added the email action. And as you can see that in email template that was added in the email rule contained one column as AI rule, because in rule, I was saving the generated data in AI rule field. And that generated data is being directly fetched into the template that I'm using. So this is all about AI rule. And the third feature that I would like to talk about is AI macro. So sometimes it happens that if we are sending uh, release notes or reports to an external stakeholder, then we just need to summarize it. And if you just want to summarize all the issues into one paragraph or into a bulleted list, you can use this AI generated macro. So for stories, I have used stories summary, the title. This is the AI generator macro, where all you need to do is give a prompt to AI, put in an JQL to fetch all the stories that you want, and define which field do you want to get data from. So here I have selected the field as release notes. The main difference between AI macro and the other two features, that is AI generator and AI rule, is that in those cases, the generated data is being saved in Jira. So if you want to use it later on anything, you can still use it. In this case, the data is being stored, or the data is going being published directly in the template when you publish that template or get a result for that template. So let us just preview this template. Yeah. So as you can see, for story summary, I gave prompt to give me summary in a paragraph of all the stories. So it shows a paragraph and it has added some emojis according to my prompt. And for task summary, the prompt said that I want summary in bulleted list. So we have our output in bulleted list. Yeah. That's all from my side. Yeah. So any questions about the demo? Anything you would like to know?
Hi. Sorry,
Hi.
I just had one
Hmm.
question, and I
Yeah.
might have missed it, but with the AI generated release notes,
Hmm.
do you also support that somehow pushing it to Notion? Or is it only like Slack, email, Docs? I can't remember if you also have a way to push to.
Yeah. So we are still working on integrating Notion. So we will definitely have that action in future. It is still in pipeline.
Okay.
And once that feature is introduced, you can use AI rule action or AI generator as well and get the data post to Notion.
Okay, perfect. And
Yeah.
is there a release date on that, or is it not known yet for that integration?
Right now, I won't be able to commit any particular release date for it, but it's
Okay.
in pipeline and we'll be soon releasing it.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Mm. Thank you. Any other questions? Anything you would like to know?
I have a question. Using the AI that you mentioned before, where it generates like the summary and all of that
Hmm.
stuff, is there a way that it can generate that? It can be reviewed by a person and then continue on its steps to send out by email or however we decide?
Yeah. So if you're using AI generator, you can create this data, generate the data, save it in a different Jira field, And then you can follow the process where that data is being reviewed and edited if required. And then that particular field data is being used in your templates. But if you're using AI rule directly, then there is no uh, provision to review it before publishing it, because it will generate the data and automatically perform all the subsequent actions to share the data.
Okay, so you can't use the rule, but you use which way?
The
Could
AI
you show
generator.
the AI
Ye-
generator? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you're using AI generator, this all suggestions will be saved in some other field. So like this is the description field, and I have created one more field, AI generator here. You can name it whatever your organization fits with. And here we have saved this data. Now, someone who wants to review this data can come here, review it, and once he approves it, you can create a different rule which won't have this AI generator rule.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. And use those fields in your templates and run the rule.
Right, but doing it that way, I cannot use variables.
No, you can use variables. You can use it in your templates. It's just that,
Okay,
yeah, you can use it in your templates.
in my
You
So,
template. Okay.
can, yeah, yeah.
Michelle, to
So,
answer your question, means use of variables, you are right. Within the generator tab, you can't use the variables. But one thing that you may try is you can still use a rule action, but in the rule, just have that single action, that is AI action, which can use the variables. Trigger that rule first, which will
Hmm.
store the AI generated release notes into an output field. Then you can review it, and once your review process is complete, then you can trigger another rule which will use the output which has been reviewed.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
And
Anyone
sorry,
else? Yeah.
what other, you mentioned that you had a pick list for tone, right? And I think the option you showed was professional. What other tones
Yes.
are there?
Sorry. Yeah. The other tones are humor and casual.
Okay.
So this is customizable, Alexandra. Ultimately, what you do is, Shruti, do you want to switch to the custom prompt?
Yeah.
So as soon as you switch it, you'll actually see it has turned into a simple text, right? So you'll actually be able to spot the tone. If you look at the first sentence towards end of the first line, it says professional tone. So you can
Yeah,
simply switch that to something else,
awesome.
e- even if that is not available in the drop down beforehand.
Okay, good to know. That's really cool.
So I think that's it for the questions.
I have one more question. And there is a method to once an issue or what is a trigger? Is there an automated trigger that will define when it automatically creates these release notes?
Yeah. So if you're creating rules, right now it is set to manual, but there are automatic triggers as well. When the version is created, or when the version is marked as released, or when you schedule end days before your release, or if you want to schedule it in a particular interval,
Okay.
every week or every month. These are different triggers that are available, so you can automate them. You have webhooks as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Any more questions? Okay, I think that's all. Okay, so just a quick advancements that we have recently added is that you can connect your own OpenAI account with ARNR app. So if your organization has their own OpenAI account, that can be connected. And in upcoming feature, we are also trying to bring more open AI models for integration. So you can, if your organization has some other AI model that you're using, that can be integrated with the app as well. And another feature that right now in AI generator, you get input from just one Jira field. We will be enhancing the feature by allowing multiple inputs. And now I would like to hand over this session to Anu. She's our customer success manager. She would like to discuss few of the use cases of these AI features so that you will also get an idea how to use these features and streamline your processes in your own organization. Over to you, Anu.
Yes, thank you, Shruti. Before I talk about use cases, just a quick note that the OpenAI feature that we have already implemented is exclusively available on the advanced edition of the app that we have recently launched. So the multiple AI models that we are also trying to work on will also be the part of that advanced edition. So you can reach out to us for more questions about the advanced edition. Uh, yeah, and moving on to the use cases. So we have added couple of use cases here in terms of how ARNR can help you with, tailoring your release notes with the help of AI feature, of course, and the other features like different types of templates, actions, and rules, etc. So the first use case is about tailored communication. So and that could be a case where you want to create release notes that are audience specific. So, for an example, you want to share release notes that are detailed in nature and that you want to share with internal teams, maybe your customer support team, customer success team, or any other team for that matter. And another release note that you want to share is summarized and a quick release note meant for the executive team because they don't want to get into more details of each and every issue that you have released, right? So in this case, you can utilize the AI generator option or the AI action where you are, really creating these release notes with the help of templates. So you could design your template, which is detailed in nature. That Shruti just showed you the kind of email template that you saw, right? Which is detailed in nature, where you have different data points about the issue that you have released, and you can generate those templates. And at the same time, you can create another template which will basically have the AI macro used in it, which is generating the summary of all the issues that are fetched with the given GQL. So in this way, you can create audience specific release notes. Other use case, this is one of the most used use case where people want to streamline their release notes on different channels, right? Maybe on Slack, Confluence, Teams channels, or maybe they want to create a PDF document that can be shared via email, or it can be added to your Bitbucket repository or any other repository for that matter. So you can do this multi-channel publishing of release notes in single rule, where you are creating these different types of templates that I mentioned, like Slack, Confluence, etc. Then you add the action in one rule for these different types of templates. And then you trigger this one rule uh, based on whether it's automated or manual, and then publish these release notes. So even at Amipoids, we are publishing our release notes for different apps that we have on our marketplace, where release notes will go on the release pages. Release notes are also published on the in-app widgets that we have, right? So as soon as our product manager has marked the version as released, this trigger will execute the rule, and within fraction of seconds, you will see that release notes are published on different platforms. So we have around 10 plus templates that you can utilize to publish these release notes on different platforms. Then third use case is about collaborative approval workflow. So Michelle, like you mentioned, if you want to have an approval flow of the release notes. So in this case, you can generate these release notes using AI generator, or like Sujit mentioned, using the AI action. So you will have the specific AI action, which will only dedicatedly, create the AI content and update it within the release note related fields that you have created in your Jira issue. Then technical writer is going to revise those release notes. And once they have approved, then another rule can be run, can be executed, where these release notes are actually being published to the different platforms that you have configured based on the templates and the AI actions that you have. So in this case, in this way, AI related features within the ARN app can be used by configuring them with different kinds of templates and AI actions that are available here within the ARN app. And then you can publish your release notes and reports based on the different kind of use cases that you have. Yes, Shruti, over to you. So that's all about the use cases that I wanted to share.
Yeah. Thank you, Anu. I hope these use cases have given you an insight upon how you can use all these features in your organizations as well. And that's all from our side. If you want to connect with us further for any kind of assistant, you can use our in-app chat support, or also write us on service desk link, which is available in the help tab. And thank you.